So in this video, I just want to talk about what really got me into, tornadoes and everything. As you guys know, I want to pursue, meteorology and everything. But how did it get to that point? What made me want to, get me into tornadoes? And I really had to think about this question before making this video. I was like, what really got me into tornadoes? Because ever since I was a young kid, I remember loving tornadoes for no absolute reason. But then I remembered it was actually YouTube that got me into tornadoes. One of the very first videos that I've ever watched on YouTube was a tornado video. And people who grew up on YouTube on Weather probably know the video that I'm talking about. It's actually the 2007 Eli, Manitoba tornado, and it's this footage that probably everyone knows.
Do I hold it? No, you don't have to hold it. No light came on. Oh, it's recording.
It's where this guy is basically just trying to hold his camera straight at this massive ass tornado. That is one of the earliest YouTube memories actually that I have. There's also another video that I remember watching that scared me as a kid, that terrified me, but I cannot find it anymore. It's where this tornado, I think it was fake. I think it's actually done with like smoke and models, but I remember it was like this tornado. It was supposed to represent like CCTV footage. It was supposed to be imitating CCTV footage, and it's like this trailer park, and I remember there was some palm trees and I just remember a few trailers in the background. It was like on this gated, like those gates that open up like that to let cars in. I'm doing so many hand gestures. In the top right of the video, you can see a tornado just slowly coming towards the camera, and I don't remember it actually destroying anything. It was almost like a dust devil almost, but it was like so black. He is still there. From the top right of the screen, you can see the tornado coming, but it doesn't actually hit any of the trailers, and it's so weak, in fact, that when it gets close to the camera, you can just tell it's not even like, I think it's just special effect. I don't even know if it's special effects or not. I think it's done with just like miniature models, but as a kid, I couldn't tell that. But yeah, from the top right of the screen, the tornado comes slowly, and then it eventually hits the camera, which turns into static. I think that's how the video goes. There was also this other video that I watched as a kid that's also terrified me as a kid. It was actually a old ass tornado clip. It showed like this chasing group like putting an actual probe inside of a tornado. This isn't Tim Samaras, it's some like off-brand storm chasing group, and it was a pretty weak tornado because there was a tree in the beginning of the video, and you can just, and when the tornado slowly comes, it doesn't even do any damage to the tree itself. It just doesn't do anything. But in the beginning of the video, for some reason, at the beginning of the video, you can hear like some people talking in the background. That one you can find, and actually years later, the actual full quality footage actually came out, and I'm gonna try to find that actually. Hold up. Turns out the footage that I was actually watching was footage from the South Plains, Texas tornado, and for the longest time, I could not figure out what tornado it was, and you don't know how satisfied I was when it turns out it was actually this tornado. The tornado looks huge itself, but it did very little damage, I think, and this should be an example on how tornadoes are very deceiving, on like how even if it's big, it can be very, very weak, or if a tornado is small, like the Eli, Manitoba tornado, it can be very destructive because the Eli, Manitoba tornado was an F5. It's either that or the South Plains, Texas tornado, when it actually hit the probe camera, was actually weak during its time. I don't know. It should not do that. No shotgun in Call of Duty history has ever done that, except for that one Modern Warfare 3 shotgun. No shotgun should ever have that fucking spray of power. But yeah, those are just a few videos that I watched as a kid that really inspired me to be a meteorologist. But one of the biggest things that really inspired me to be a meteorologist was the movie Twister and the 2012 downtown Wichita tornado. That movie and that tornado just ignited a whole fire in me that this is what I want to do as a future career. So if it wasn't for YouTube, Twister, and that 2012 tornado video that was happening, I don't know what I would be doing now. I would have maybe found another passion, but I can't imagine any other passion than meteorology. get fucking no scope. The only thing I have ever known was weather. And that could be contributed because because if you guys know, I live in Kansas. I guess living in Kansas could also be a factor, but I feel like if I never had the internet growing up, I feel like I would have never had that passion in meteorology. So thanks to YouTube, thanks to Twister, just thanks to a tornado event. This is why I say give young people the internet, because if it wasn't for the internet, I would have never found my passion in meteorology. Now, am I saying give everybody an iPad? No, give them a computer, because back when I was, you know, on my mom's computer, I always used to search up all these tornado images and everything, and that just, there's actually a photo of me reading a tornado book, and I know there's an image of me somewhere on an old ass digital camera that's probably lost in our closet somewhere, where there's a snapshot of me on the computer looking at tornado images, and then there's another photo which I think I have on my computer where it shows me when I was 3 years old reading a tornado book. I'll see if I can find that photo and I'll probably paste it right here, but yeah. Anyway guys, that's basically how I got into tornadoes and everything. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.